Hi, welcome. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a list of flowers I created. I came up with 11 flowers out of the 38 Bach Flower Remedy flowers for manifestation. Flowers that will assist with manifestation. So let's just jump right in. So the first flower I chose out of the 11 on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation is aspen. So aspen in this combination will help to address any irrational, vague, inexplicable fears of unknown origin. So many times we can have fears and we're not really sure where these fears are coming from. Aspen's going to help us address them, um, hopefully help bring some of them to the surface where we can start to realize where they're stemming from so that we can address any fears that might be hindering whatever it is that we're trying to manifest. Because it's important that your thoughts, um, let's see, your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, thoughts, beliefs, actions, that all that aligns. So if you have these fears, they could be hindering, right? Okay, so let's move on. So fear of thoughts actualizing, vague, unexplainable anxiety. Aspen will assist us to rationalize, here we go, to rationalize and identify the cause of our fears and encourage trust and confidence to meet the unknown. So a lot of times our anxiety is really just fear of the unknown. What's going to happen? How's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Right? All of these types of things can really throw you through a loop, really throw your mind into a haze and prevent you from being able to really monitor your thoughts, control your thoughts, so that you can manifest what it is that you're really trying to manifest, right? Okay, so number two, the second flower on my list for flowers to assist with manifestation is beech. Okay, so beech is helpful for those of us that tend to focus on the negative side of things. So again, I know we've all heard where attention goes, energy flows, right? So if you're always focused on the negative things, the negative outcome of things, the negative possibilities, then that just gives you a greater possibility of actually manifesting that which you feared and worried about in the first place, right? So you really want to get that under control. Um, Anybody who tends to focus on their faults, theirs and others as well, right? Being judgmental, um, that's a really big one. When we place judgment on things, right? We kind of we limit ourselves to an extent. We don't know how Allah, God, the universe, spirit, whatever you prefer, you don't know how it's going to be sent to you, right? How is this thing that you're attempting to manifest? How will it show up? Because we want to be specific in what it is that we want to manifest, but not inflexible, right? So I want to be specific in what it is that I'm trying to push out and ask for, but not so rigid in what it is that I want that I cut myself off and limit what the possibilities are. If I want to manifest love, I'm not going to say I want to manifest the love of my life who's 6'2", the universe, Allah, God, all, they know what it is you truly want, right? But they know what you need. And that's what's more important. So if the love of your life comes in 5'2", so be it, right? You don't want to put limits on what it is. So really look at your judgments. Are they yours? Where they come from? Right? That's important. So again, we're on beech. Beech will allow for mental clarity and the ability to see the growth potential in seemingly negative situations. So when we're on a journey to manifestation, first of all, I mean, if you're manifesting, I would think that I'm going to take this back. We all manifest. We're always in the process of manifesting with our choices, our actions, and what it is we choose to place our focus on, right? We create our realities in that sense. And so we manifest regularly. But to consciously manifest, it's another thing. And I mean, it's almost like I'm assuming that people are on a spiritual journey who are trying to use this combination. Well, it's not a combination, excuse me, who are looking at these flowers for assistance, right? But I guess that doesn't have to be the case. So I'm going to just leave it right there, right? So the main thing is look at your judgments. Beach is going to help you have a more mental clarity and give you the ability, I said this already, right, to see growth potential in seemingly negative situations. So again, when we are um, put into situations that we may deem negative, again, negative or positive, that says place in judgment, really, right? Because there's always growth potential. There's always something to learn in every situation. It is, as far as I believe anyway, there's purpose in everything, right? But we'll find ourselves in these situations and we're able to to see the growth potential rather than to just fall apart, basically. So Beach is going to help us do that. So we have Beach helping us to stop focusing on the negative side of things, while Aspen is helping us um, rationalize our fears and identify where they're really coming from. So we can rationalize our fears and stop focusing on negativity. Okay, so the third flower on my list for flowers to assist with manifestation, excuse me, is Century. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so Centauri will free us from people pleasing so that we can take the focus off of others and focus more on self care. So when I chose this flower, I looked at it like when you want to manifest something, you want to make sure you're manifesting what it is that you value, what's important to you, what you want in your life, and free yourself from being really concerned with what other people may think of what it is you want or what it is you're trying to do, especially if it's taking you in a new direction. A lot of times people aren't really good with accepting people's change, other people's growth, right? And so with this, yeah, I felt that Century could really be beneficial in that area to just help you release that, do you focus on you, what it is you truly want, so that you can manifest again what it is you truly want consciously and not um, continue to manifest the same things, patterns and cycles and whatnot. Okay, so the fourth flower, moving on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation is gentian. Okay, so gentian is great for those of us who are easily discouraged by difficulties. So on a journey, you're going to run into all types of difficulties, right? Challenges, because, I feel that just like lessons and things for you to learn are constantly thrown at you. And so, Gentian, if you're trying to manifest, perhaps you run into something that proves difficult for whatever your situation is. Gentian is going to help you not get discouraged and just still keep moving forward, knowing that the challenges don't mean failure. That, a lot of times, what do they say? If something's worth having, then what is it? If it's worth having, it's worth, you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, it ain't going to be easy. If it's worth having, it's going to be difficult. And so, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you may run into some difficulties, but to stay focused and to not focus on the negative and not to give into your fears, right? To trust and be confident stepping into this place where you really don't know what's going on, right? What to expect. Gentian's going to help you do that. Okay, so for when we doubt ourselves, this is still Gentian. For when we doubt ourselves and our ability to succeed, Gentian helps to dispel feelings of failure, disappointment, skepticism, gloom, and sadness. When we expect the worst, Gentian promotes perseverance, confidence, and the faith to continue despite apparent setbacks. So Gentian, of course, when you're trying to manifest, I mean, what are we trying to manifest, right? I mean, I would think most people want to manifest the basics, their success with their career or their purpose, family, home, stability, prosperity, abundance. And with prosperity, abundance, again, that don't have to be, I say again, but I don't think I said this, but whatever. That's not necessarily money, right? But to just be abundant and joy. And, we want these things. So I would think we're trying to manifest these types of things. So if you're trying to manifest the career of your dreams, if you doubt your abilities, you may really want it. You may know that you're deserving, right? But deep down, you fear that you're not good enough for it, or you're not smart enough, or capable enough, or whatever in any kind of way. Those types of, fears of failure and things like that will be, again, a hindrance to your manifestation. It's important to stay aligned, mind, body, soul. So with your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, all of that, it's very important. So that all of that is aligned with what you want. So you can't really want it in your heart, but in your head you are doubting it and thinking it's not going to happen, right? That's what I mean by being aligned, mind, body, spirit, right? Body is physical, your action. What actions are you putting toward it, right? Because you can't just think about something, hope about something, and want something. You have to really put the action, take the steps and put the effort and the work behind it, right? We can't just have a wishful thinking and wishing and hoping. You have to actually do the work, right? It's a real thing. Okay, so the fifth flower. Wait, did I finish with gentian? Okay, so yeah, sadness. We expect the worst. Well, we went over that. If you expect the worst, perseverance. I mean, okay, there we go. Promotes perseverance, confidence, and faith to continue. And I mean, faith right there is what is key for me. Faith that you are gonna get what you want, that you're worthy of what you want. Um, because if it's not a selfish desire, I have to put that out there. Because if what you're trying to manifest is solely for your own benefit, um, I don't know how well that's gonna go. From my experience, it's important that what it is you want to manifest is for your highest good, but it's for your highest good, because something that you just want just because you desire it may not always be in your highest good. So it's important. Make sure what you're trying to manifest is in your highest good, because I mean, do you really want something that you just feel like you want, even if it's not, if it's not in your highest good? Like, I'll take my highest good over some crap that I think I want any day, right? I mean, that's just me, I'm saying. Okay. Okay, so moving on. That was Gentian. Thank you, Gentian. So I'm blah blah blah. The fifth flower in or on. I keep wanting to say combination. This isn't a combination. This is just a list of flowers to assist with manifesting. So you can go through the list, right? So the fifth flower on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation is holly. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Holly addresses any negative and aggressive emotions such as anger, jealousy, bitterness, envy, rage, suspicion, revenge, hatred, bad temper, contempt, selfishness, frustration, all of it. Any feelings counter to love and forgiveness, Holly's going to help address. Now, these, I mean, who doesn't want freedom from any of these, okay? Hello. We want freedom from any of these feelings that are counter to love and forgiveness, right? But this is going to allow us to connect to our hearts. How can we manifest, right? That which is in our highest good without being connected to our souls, to our hearts? Don't say souls. I'm already saying it, but our soul, our heart, our higher self, our divine self. I'm like, what else do they call it? Without that connection to our hearts, then again, I don't know. can you really be manifesting your highest good? I mean, that's up for you to decide. Okay. So the next flower, sixth flower on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation, is impatience. Impatience, it's all about patience, patience with yourself, patience with the process, patience through any setbacks, patience with other people, patience with the possible isolation that comes along with whatever it is you're doing. Patience, patience, patience. Patience is a virtue. Okay. Okay. I could have sang that better if I was gonna do it. But anyways, not that I can sing. But I do love to sing. I'm gonna put that. I ain't gonna say it. Okay, anyways, back to this list of flowers. So we did impatience, right? Impatience, patience is a virtue. We covered that. Larch is my seventh flower on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation. Larch, confidence boost. Move us out of self-doubt. Stop hesitating and procrastinating, right? Because again, remember I said that action is important. Putting that work behind you. Can't just sit around and have your plan, your idea, and hope that it comes true, that it shows up, that you're in the right place at the right time. You got to really make the moves. So stop procrastinating, stop hesitating. It'll help us to develop our sense of realism. Excuse me, realism about our talents, build confidence and self assurance, and clears old patterns of limitations. Okay, so realism about our talents. I mean, so many times, well, I guess you could have an exaggerated sense of your talents, right? Let's bring you down a notch. Possibly. That could be something that someone needs. Or to just help you see, that you are talented and to see what you really have to offer, right? So you can stop doubting yourself. It builds confidence and self assurance, clears old patterns and limitations. Patterns, limitations, these old thought patterns, behavior patterns, um, any patterns that are really a hindrance. Your daily patterns, right? Thought patterns. I think I might have said that already. I might have said that, but yeah, anything that's going to limit you, like I said, limitations, placing these limitations on yourself is placing limitations on what Allah, God, the universe, spirit, what will be brought to you, what could be brought to you. And the possibilities are endless. You place the limitations, you put yourself in this box. And now, let's see, what can we send them from here? I wanted to give them this, but I guess, you know, that's all they want. I always say, I'm open to all the highest possibilities for my life, right? I want it. Oh, if it's for me, I want it. If it's my highest good. Okay, so I need to stay focused. So large clears patterns of limitations. Okay, so the eighth flower on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation is rock rose. Rock rose curbs imagined fear. Okay, so we had unexplicable fear that comes out of nowhere, right? With aspen. Fear you can't even you don't know what it is, where it's coming from, but you know you're fearful of it, right? Let's identify these fears. This one, rock rose, it's imagined fear. We come up with these things. Um, oh, nobody's gonna show up, so I'm not gonna do it. Um, what if I'm late? What if, these what ifs, that's imagined. It's not real. It's no real basis for you to fear these things, right? So these things definitely can hinder your manifestation. Making up reasons for why you can't do this or you won't be that, right? I mean, fear is just a real key for a lot of things. Anxiety, fear is really going to prevent you from doing what it is you're trying to do. I'm just kind of all over the place. I keep losing where I'm at. Okay. We just did rock rose. Curves imagine fear. We're still on rock rose. It allows us to create courageously transcend any adversity, right? Adversity on your path, you may come across it, trying to manifest what it is you're trying to manifest. You may run into it. Like I said, we need to be freed from those outside influences, people's judgments, trying to please other people and worrying about what they think, right? About what it is we're trying to do. So we'll be able to transcend that courageously and really be okay with the fact that, they think, feel, whatever it is that it may be, or whatever the adverse experience may be. So rock rolls will help us to move out of a survival mode of consciousness. Now, when I put that, I looked at it like a survival mode of consciousness would, in a sense, prevent you from manifesting certain things. Because when I think of being in a survival mode of consciousness, I think of perhaps operating from like a position of lack. And so if what you want to manifest is your dream career, let's say you're an artist, right? Dream career, you want to manifest your huge artist career, but you're still in this survival mode of consciousness and believe that you need to hold on to this job in order to survive, when your heart, your guidance, whatever it is you depend on, or whatever you use, is telling you you need to leave the job, you're unhappy, quit the job and just go full force in it. But if you're in this survival mode, perhaps you won't come out of it. But when I read survival mode of consciousness, it almost makes me think too of the ego trying to hold on and trying to survive through a transition. Okay. So, I mean, that's interesting, right? But we could leave it at curves imagine fear and allow us to transcend adversity. Because I don't really know where I was going with that other one. But it makes sense. But it's a little... You get me. You get me. Okay, so the 9th flower on my list of flowers to assist with manifestation is sweet chestnut. I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's the 9th flower. It is Star of Bethlehem. And I mean, like I said, they're not in any particular order of like, of anything. I just put them in alphabetical order. So for the sake of my list I have here, Star of Bethlehem provides spiritual healing and comfort. It allows us to experience unity with the deepest part of ourselves in order to create a sense of inner divinity and wholeness. So again, that is connecting with that divine part of ourselves, because in connecting with that was the same with the holly, right? Helping us connect with our hearts. So if holly helps us connect with our hearts, and then we have Star of Bethlehem coming in and helping us with spiritual healing, so that we can really connect to that part of ourselves. Hearts open, now we can connect. It's beautiful. Okay. So then we have the 10th flower is sweet chestnut. So sweet chestnut will allow us to use situations, whether perceived as positive or negative, like I just said that, as opportunities for our transformation. Okay, so that's not too different from us wanting to see that. Which flower was that? I'm sorry. it's like it doesn't exist now. I don't think I'm really reading though. Let me focus. She needs help to spell feeling with failures. Okay, negative and aggressive emotions. Okay. I have no clue where it is, but there was one earlier that we said was going to help us to take these perceived positive or negative as opportunities for our own growth, right? So for growth, transformation, it's kind of similar, right? So sweet chestnut is going to enable the ability. It's more of what resonates with you, right? Because again, this isn't a combination. I am really like off because I keep thinking of it as a combination. So I think that's why I'm getting a little confused with certain things. Like, wait, why isn't this gelling and meshing? But Janae, remember what video you're making. I'm making a video that is a list of flowers to assist with. So you would pick. So whatever resonates with you. You know, I wish I could find it. Which flower was it? It's like totally slipping my mind right now. Boost confidence, procrastinating. And I mean, I said that perceive because, like, as I read that, it was like I literally just read that. Negative. I keep seeing negative and aggressive. Discourage difficulties. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was up that far, and that's why I couldn't find it. It was beach. Okay, so beach will allow for mental clarity and the ability to see the growth potential in seemingly negative situations. Okay, so sweet chestnut will basically do that too. Allow you to see the opportunities for transformation in any given situation, right? Sweet chestnut is going to enable the ability to know when to take action. Action. That was important, right? Taking action. Not just your thoughts, not just your beliefs. It's also your actions, the action that you put behind what it is you're trying to manifest. And the moment. Okay, so it lets you know when to take action and the moment to let go. Manifesting, you got to start letting go of certain beliefs, certain fears, um, certain ways of being, honestly. Anything that's going to clash with what you're trying to manifest, you have to make room for it. You can't say you want to bring something into your reality that just doesn't align. You have to align to what it is you're trying to manifest. So there's going to be hella things that you're going to need to let go. So there's sweet chestnut popping right there. Let's see. Walnut. Walnut is the 11th flower. I mean, I'm really all over the place. So not even 11 flowers. I have 13 flowers. I mean, what are you going to do? I have 13 flowers on this list. So right now we're at the 11th flower. So number 11 is walnut. Walnut is a catalyst for freedom. Freedom from limiting influences. Again, we had another flower that was helping us get away from limiting influences. I'm telling you, I wish y'all could have seen me getting ready for this video, going through these and feeling like this combination ain't really gelling like that. But I was just like, let's go with it, you know. I trust myself, and uh, and now it makes so much sense. It's not a combination. Okay, so catalyst for freedom from limiting influences, making healthy transitions in life, inner strength to follow one's own path and destiny. Who doesn't want to? Can I get a? Hello. Who doesn't want to manifest their path and destiny? So, I mean, to free yourself from any limitations, anything that's influencing you to limit yourself, whether it's people, drugs, alcohol, television, music, I don't know, whatever, could be causing you to limit yourself. Making healthy transitions in life. Again, a lot of things have to change, things will have to be let go. Wellness can help support that for you making those changes so that you can manifest what it is that you truly want to manifest. And again, to really open up your heart. If you go that route with Holly, that's going to be a real transition as well, emotionally, right? So inner strength to follow one's own path and destiny. We said that, and I mean that just sounds like it's popping to me. All right, so then number 12, we have white chestnut. White chestnut is for the worry-bound, repetitive thoughts. If you're constantly worrying about how things are going to go, how they're going to turn out, constantly just thoughts. And I mean, white chestnut is really going to help if it's like, almost like mental disorder thoughts, right? So white chestnut is great for that. But again, where attention, how does that saying go? Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're constantly putting your attention on your negative, repetitive thoughts, if your thoughts are so repetitive, and it's not even you necessarily placing focus, but it's so repetitive, like you can't get control of it to even begin to try to monitor your thoughts. My goodness, it's like my throat is not playing with me today. Excuse me. That's going to make it even harder to monitor your thoughts and try to direct your thoughts in a positive direction and align them to what it is, right, that we're trying to manifest. So, all right, number 13, my final flower on this list of flowers, hello, list of flowers to assist with manifestation, your manifestation, my manifestation. I'm actually going to go through and start taking a few of these because I'm definitely in a phase right now where I'm manifesting, where I'm trying to manifest. No, not trying. Where I am manifesting a few things. And so it'll be fun and to try a few, just to see how things go, see how I feel. Okay, so number 13 is wild rose. I said that weird. Wild rose. Wild rose encourages joy and commitment to life. Again, hello, joy. I'll take some of that. But what I noticed and would hear a lot is when manifesting, it's important that we, honor that inner child, right? So stay in our childlike state. Really find the things that bring us joy, because when you're in that state, it's easier to manifest. It's easier for the things that you're trying to bring in to find you, because those things are going to light you up, right? When you're doing what you love, it's going to light you up. It's important to be committed to life because, I mean, I don't, on a spiritual journey, we can sometimes become really engulfed in the spiritual aspect of ourselves and kind of lose the desire to really be present with the physical world or with, in our lives to an extent. So Wild Rose is going to help us really stay committed to life here on earth, to be present in our lives, to be joyous in what we do, so that we can really bring in and manifest what's important to us, what's in our highest good. And I mean, like I said, you're going to do that from your heart and a place of joy, right? Okay, so those are my 13 flowers to help with manifestation. So, more importantly, I'd love to hear what you think. Did any of these flowers resonate with you? Would you try any of them? Let us know in the comments. And until next time, I'm out.